What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. So I told you guys I was going to be doing a small grocery haul. I don't know if anybody in your state has, like any grocery chains, has any of these kind of deals. But in our local Shop and Save, we have a thing called Pick Five. Okay, and what that is you pick five mix or match items and you get them for $25. So I ended up picking up three of the bulk sausage. It's kind of like a ground meat, but it's hot sausage. So you could do like hot sausage patties. You could roll it and you can make your own hot sausage without the casing, obviously. Um, you could do multiple things. You could put it in spaghetti. You could put it, whatever you want to make it with. Then they also have the Pick Five country maple flavored sausage, and y'all see I did have some of it, but I got two of those, and then I also got the hot sausage links as well, because I could do hot sausage hoagies, whatever, or I could put whole ones like this in my spaghetti as well. So it kind of gives me a good thing to where I could make, like if I do my hot sausage in the spaghetti, I could either slice it up and do slices, or I could leave them whole. And it's good because the spaghetti you could eat it for a couple days. So like if I was to make it today and I have to work tomorrow, I can always take it with me and heat it up tomorrow, which I think that's something I might do. And then also on the Pick Fives, I have the Andoville, Ando, whatever it is, smoked sausage. And this, I make my sausage tray with this. So I got two of those because I could make a big batch of the sausage tray and that could last a couple days as well. And then I just got the basic ground meat. I got 3 packages of those because I do like chili. I can either put this in my ground meat or I could do the hot sausage. So that's 2 different meals right there, because one day I could have just this in my spaghetti, or I could do like this as my beefaroni, and then I could do my hot sausage and my spaghetti. So that's 2 meals right there. Then I also have this where I could do tacos, and I could just put the meat into the refrigerator and it's good for a couple days. Also, you have Manwich sloppy joes that you could prep, and all you have to do is heat up the meat the next day or the day after that. It's good for a couple days. Also, too, you can make it with chili, which that's a big thing that I make because I have a big pot that my brother gave me. It's probably like this tall, so I can make a big pot of chili and it'll last me. Another good thing that I haven't seen in a really, really long time, and I finally picked it up, is the Oscar Mayer, and this is part of the 5 for 25 too. The Oscar Mayer stuffed hot dogs. These have, if you guys can see the picture, these guys have cheese coming out of the hot dog. And it comes in a 2-pack that you get. If I would have got 5 of these, I would have had 10 packages for $25. And these are normally like $4 a pack. And this one just happened to be $6.99 if you just buy it regularly. So it's still a good price, if you do that. Another thing I got that was part of the Pick for 25 is just the regular Oscar Mayer hot dogs. And then I got the ballpark beef, because there's been quite a few people that I've had here that do not care for the pork hot dogs, which I could tell the difference. Like, I could eat either one of them, but I choose to eat the pork ones. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I'm used to it. I'm conditioned to eat that, so that's what I like. But I have had these before, so I did pick up a package just in case I do have a cookout and some people do not like the pork. Then I also got the regular Sugardale hot dogs. They do have this in a jumbo pack, which they're like this, but it's just like 4 of these packages together. And then they have the ones that's called super dogs. These hot dogs, y'all, are like this big. They are huge. They are really good for like big cookouts because people will be stuffed off of one of them. And then I just got my bacon. I usually do like a bacon, egg, and sausage McMuffin. I usually do that. Then I can do either a bacon egg with peppers and stuff like that. I could do breakfast burritos as well. So I think I might start prepping those. I just have to get my clear plastic wrap and my foil. Because whenever you do make them, you want to put it in the clear plastic wrap and then you put it in the foil. And then you can just buy the gallon Ziploc bags and just stick them in there. Push all the air out as much as possible and then close it. And they're good for like 3 to 6 months, depending. Usually that doesn't last that long. Because usually, like, if I prep breakfast burritos, like, depending on how big they are, usually I buy the smaller tortilla shells. But if I buy the bigger tortilla shells, I will have like maybe 2, maybe. Sometimes I only have 1 of them a day. So if I make like 24 of them, if I only have 1 a day, that's 24 days. So it's still within that 3-month time period than if I would just have one of them a day. So this is just my small grocery haul, y'all guys. I did buy like odds and ends, like I did buy some bread and stuff like that, but I didn't want to bring that onto the camera because it's just too much. So I did buy a couple more things. I just didn't put it in the video. But these are just the bigger things that you could prep, that you could make, and it could go into your refrigerator or your freezer. Another good thing that the ground meat is for is if you want to make lasagna. I'm not a fan of ricotta, so I make mine without it. Yes, y'all, I know. Y'all are going to say, what is lasagna without ricotta? I physically just cannot eat ricotta cheese. I don't know what it is. I could physically taste the ricotta in it. And it's a turn off for me. So I do mine my own way. Like, you know, if I have a family member or somebody over, I do make a pan that has the ricotta cheese in it. And then I make a pan for myself that has just the mozzarella cheese and stuff in it. I do kind of try to do a mixture of cheeses. That way I do have a little bit of flavor. On top of my seasonings and stuff like that, like I'm a big seasoned person. So if you look at my videos previously, I did a spice video. Y'all, I have so many spices. Like every single time I go to the store, especially with Sam's Club, I have a weakness for buying spices. Every time I see, even if it's a new one, I have to grab it. Sometimes I don't really use them. Like I have a big jar of sriracha powder. I have not used really. I have the rattlesnake bite. I did use it a couple times. Y'all, it is hot. It is hot. If y'all ever had Texas Roadhouse and y'all had the rattlesnake bite, let me know in the comments because it has a big bite to it. So I do have, like, I'm a fan of Weber. Anything Weber. So I have Kickin' Chicken. I have KC Barbecue. I have carne asada. I have New Orleans Cajun. I have tailgate. I have all-purpose cookout. I have gourmet burger. I have garlic parmesan. Just to name a few. I will have to do a recap on all the seasonings that I do have. Yo, I have them organized in my cabinet, so I am not taking them out of my cabinet. I will just do a video. I will prop my camera up on my tripod, and I will do a video from my kitchen, and I will show you each one of my seasonings, and you can see by the level of the container how much I use and how much I don't use it. I also bought and it's not a Weber, but it is still really good. I used to buy the Ancho chili. It was the liquid. I found the ancho chili powder, and I use that when I make my chili, and it kind of gives it that little kick. To me, honestly, I don't know if anybody else, you have to let me know in the comments. I think personally, the ancho chili liquid is a little bit better tasting than the powder. I don't know if it's just because it has that spices in the liquid that when heated up and cooked with the chili, it kind of gives it that better taste. So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Some people prefer the powder, some people prefer the liquid. I haven't seen the liquid in Sam's Club, so I bought the powder. Hopefully they come back with it, because if they do, I'm going to stock up on it, because I absolutely love chili. And not my cat chili. I absolutely love to make chili. Another one of my favorite dishes is halushki, and you could prep that as well, and you could make that. There's a lot of meals that you could physically prep, from lasagna to halushki to chili to spaghetti to roast. I usually do roast with rice, but you could do roast with some noodles in it. But to me, like, making it with the noodles, it doesn't last as long. You have to eat it within like a day or two, because the noodles, heating them up, they start getting a little bit mushy. You could fry it. I'm imagining you can. I've never tried it, y'all. So if you have found a way to do roast with noodles, and these are like the egg noodles. If you found a way to do the roast with the noodles and have it for a couple of days, what is your secret? Some people will say just put the roast up and make the noodles that day. Kind of makes sense, because it's a little bit easier than trying to make the roast and all in one day, and then if you want to make something like it's for it to last, make the roast and then make the noodles that day whenever you want. One day you might want to do rice with your roast. One day you might want to do noodles. It's all in what you like. My mom used to make roast with carrots and potatoes, and then we would have like a side of mashed potatoes with gravy. We would have corn, which my father and I were a big, huge fan of cream style corn. We would put it over top of our mashed potatoes. So, kind of another idea. I haven't bought cream style corn in a really, really long time, so I might have to bring it back out so I can make a video on it, and I could do a review on what it tastes like now. Because honestly, guys, I have not had cream style corn in over 12 years. I'm gonna be honest. My dad has been gone since 2013. I haven't had it since he was still living, and we absolutely loved it. So, my mom used to make the homemade mashed potatoes, and when I tell you guys that it tastes so much better than the boxed mashed potatoes, it is a little time consuming, because you have to boil the potatoes and stuff like that. But it's just a thing that we did. I would skin the potatoes and chop them up and boil them while she was, doing whatever she was doing and prepping stuff. So it was kind of like a team thing. Back then, like, this is a little backstory. Back then, families used to prep together, eat together, and clean up together. Now it's just the total opposite. Okay, they don't prep anything together. Half the time, families don't even eat together, which is terrible. And they don't even clean up. It's like they eat, boom, gone. And I'm not just saying like kids, I'm just saying like in general, like families don't do that anymore. Like we used to take turns, like if we were making like a dinner and our whole family would get together, like just my immediate family, with my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, and me. We would do like I would wash the dishes, and either my sister or my brother would dry the dishes, or something like that. Like we would all have some kind of job to do before, during, and after. Well, during we just enjoyed, the time together. So I'm gonna get this stuff put away before it thaws out, because The only thing I want to thaw is my hot sausage because I'm going to make the spaghetti so that way I have it for tomorrow and the next day for work because so I have no money to be buying lunch. And guys, where I work at, it's kind of hard to take a lunch because I can't leave the building. So you have to either DoorDash or you have to like make delivery or call pizza shops and stuff like that. And it just gets too expensive. There's a pizza shop across from where I work at. It's called Big Shot Bob's. I don't know if anybody's familiar with it, but I usually get their grilled cheese sandwich with bacon, and then I get a small order of fries with cheese, and then I'll get whatever drink I get. $14, y'all, for a grilled cheese sandwich with bacon, a small fries with cheese, and a drink. $14. Imagine if I worked 5 days a week and had to do that. Like, y'all, it gets extremely expensive, especially for people like if you're on a limited income and you are working to get by. You don't have that luxury of just ordering food or going down the street or whatever every single day. So that's like another thing that I want to start doing. I want to start being able to prep so I have lunches, whether it's a hoagie that I could take one day, or if I just want to do something light and just have like a little snack, like a fruit kind of container. The containers I have 4 sections to them. So usually I do like cube cheese, I'll do pepperoni, I'll do crackers, and then I'll do like something else small on the side. So maybe a couple days I might just do like a fruit kind of thing. I could do like strawberries, pineapples, things like that. More of like a more healthy meal because y'all, listen, I don't eat healthy. I'll be the first to admit that I do not eat healthy. Do I love fruits and vegetables and stuff like that? Of course. Do I eat it though? No, not at all. And that's what I want. That's another thing I'm trying to change. Is being able to do that, but prepping meals and things like that, trying to do it healthy, could get a little bit more expensive. I had also talked to a couple people about juicing. The only bad thing is with certain people's line of work with juicing might not be a good idea. Just a thought. But if I only work, say, a Wednesday and Thursday or a Tuesday and Wednesday, that next morning, say if I work a Wednesday and Thursday, that next morning on a Friday, I could start it because I know that I won't work until the next week. So I'm going to try that, and it's probably going to start Friday. If anybody else has tried it, let me know what your experience is with it. Was it a good idea? Was it a bad idea? Let me know what you guys think because I'm very, very interested on the outcome of somebody that has done juicing. I've seen people do a 7-day liquid fast, which is like just chicken broth. You could do water, you could do green tea, you could do coffee, but you can't do like sugar and creamers and things like that in your coffee. It has to be like a substitute that is healthy for you. So if you're a fan of coffee and you're a fan of creamers, that might be a little bit difficult for you. The green tea, I love drinking green tea. I have a detox tea that's up in my cabinet right now. They're tea bags, but it works. But you have to do it consistently. Like you can't just do it 1 or 2 days and say, oh, well, it didn't work. You have to be consistent with it. You have to do it for at least 2 weeks to kind of even see any results. So it's not a snap of your fingers and you're 100 pounds less, because it doesn't work that way. I mean, not me, because if I was 100 pounds less, then I would look like a stick. But anyway, so, and I probably wouldn't be alive. I would probably be really sick. I'd probably be really sick. I would probably look like I'm like dying. But anyway, so thank you guys for tuning in. I'm sorry guys that it was a longer video, but YouTube puts ads on longer videos. So the longer your video, the more ads you get. Boom. Alright you guys, I love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully the volume was not bad on this video. I'm going to make sure that whenever I edit the video that the volume is all the way up before I upload it. Okay, but my Cash App will be in the description below if you guys would not mind donating to the channel. Give this video a big thumbs up. Comment below, let me know what you guys think. Like I said, let me know if you guys have done the juicing or a method that works for you that I could possibly try. And also make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, hit the bell for notifications. And I will see you guys in the next video because I gotta finish my laundry. Alright, you guys.